Hi, this is Matt Blanchette from Blanchette Homes. And when I'm not selling houses, I like to walk through the streets of historic hometowns to appreciate the places that have stood the test of time. Walk with me.
Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Walk With Me. We're joined today again by local historian extraordinaire Gordon Harris. Hi, Gordon. So we're here at, I believe it's 40?
I think so.
40 North Main Street, still on the Upper Green, lovely area of Ipswich. I understand this house was owned by Captain James Brewer.
Right.
He was the sea captain here in town.
Yeah.
And I think this house is interesting to me. I'll let you elaborate because it's got a few different eras that are very noticeable, and it really tells a story of multiple generations of builders.
Right. So we see the date of 1825. Now, when I see that date, I'm thinking right at the end of the Federal period and the beginning of the Greek Revival period.
Yeah.
But you know, in a kind of conservative town like Ipswich, you'll see that many houses all through the periods are built just like colonial houses are built today. There's 4 windows and a door down below. There's 5 up above. Mm-hmm. But a difference between it and like the really earlier houses is the depth of the house. And even this one has an extra doorway on the side.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Big, lot of two-faced houses up here
Yeah.
in Ipswich. So the Federal style with the 5 bays, 5 windows
Yeah.
over the 4.
Yep.
But I'm curious because it's a whole different roof line if you look at that gable up there.
That's right.
So what area would that have been?
When you were in that early period, it's say first period, you didn't even have an overhang on your roof. But as you got into George and then later on, the roof lines got much more elaborate. So we're getting into Greek Revival.
Okay.
You know, we're emulating the Parthenon.
Yeah.
When you look at the side,
Yeah.
the end of
Much
these
bigger,
houses.
wider,
Matter of fact,
grander.
many of the Greek Revival houses have the gable end at the street.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I also noticed they have the granite foundations, which is a little bit later in the
Yeah.
1800s.
Those are facings usually. You know, so if
Oh,
you go
really?
inside, you'll find stone or brick, and then these houses often have a really nice facing to make it look really nice when they
Now the
finish it.
curveball the house throws me is when I think of the front door, that looks very fancy. When I think fancy, I think Italianate, Victorian.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's been like that in all the pictures I've seen, but obviously that is an Italianate period, and Italianate is mid 19th century,
Okay.
and it was one of the Victorian periods, mini Victorian type styles. So that was probably added. But what I like about a lot of these houses in Ipswich is you can see these different periods of architecture all added to one house, and usually done very tastefully.
Absolutely. So the moral here is don't trust the doorways.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you for being with us.
All right, very
This
good.
has been another episode of Walk With Us. We'll see you next time.